Well, further theories are emerging about the intentions behind Prince Harry and Meghan's recent visit to the Queen.
We love a good theory here on The Morning Show. Our entertainment editor, Peter Ford, does too. Pete, what are Royal Watchers saying at this point about this particular theory?
Well, let's start with a positive. I mean, the positive is the Invictus Games is getting a lot of publicity, albeit by default, because of Harry and Meghan's presence there. So that's the good news, right? But the visit to the Queen, of course, has got all sorts of conspiracy theories going. Some people, conspiracy theories come to life, of course, on social media. Some people questioning, did the visit actually even happen? There's this busload of pensioners who supposedly spotted them. Not one of them took a photograph. Not one of them has actually been quoted in the media. But we're told it happened. So what was that meeting with the Queen about? I mean, the word is that Netflix really wanted it to happen. I'm not for a minute going to try and work out what is in Harry and Meghan's mind or their true intent. I'm not a mind reader. But certainly I think it was important for Netflix to have that meeting take place so that if it turns out to be that it can't happen in the months to come, at least they can say they got there for that visit. Now, whatever bridges were built, and if this was about smoking a peace pipe, because it's all fairly pointless, because that book's coming out in a couple of months' time, and that is going to once again reopen a lot of old wounds.
There has been no clearing of the air, I'm told. There's been no olive branch, nothing substantial was discussed. Everything was polite as one would be with a stranger.
As polite as one would be with a stranger, according to Lady C. And, Lady C's pretty out there, but she has very good contacts, so she knows the lay of the land. So watch and wait and see what happens next. They say they're going to return. They're going to present Lilibet to her. Let's see.
OK. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, gee, it's messy. It's been revealed someone was physically removed from inside the courtroom, Pete.
Yeah, this is a woman called Eve Barlow, who's actually a journalist, but she actually is also very close to Amber Heard, and she was sitting in the very front row, which is reserved for legal counsel, and she was tweeting and she was sending texts, and she was kicked out and told not to return. And the judge in this case said all along, I'm not going to have people in this courtroom tweeting stuff. So she got kicked out and she won't be coming back. But I don't think anyone's coming out of this very well at all. I mean, that's Eve Barlow there. So it's got a long way to go. We have another couple of weeks of this to go. And like I said, I don't think anyone is going to emerge covered in roses.
Yeah, OK. Pete, the gumboots and the fishnets are out. The stars have descended on Palm Springs for Coachella.
Yeah, Coachella, Palm Springs, about 2.5, 3 hours drive from Los Angeles. All the stars are there. Boy, this is the big one. It does get the crowds turning up. It gets the big name people turning up. They all go online and put photographs of themselves in attendance. There's Kim turning up. And one of the big highlights so far, and don't forget it happens again next weekend as well, so there's a lot more of this. But one of the big highlights was Harry Styles getting out on stage with Shania Twain, and they both got their sparkles out for this one, and he actually said, "You taught me to sing." She didn't literally give him lessons, but she apparently, as a young kid, he used to sing out loud in the car with his mum all the Shania Twain big hit songs. So, of course, now that he's a big star, he took the chance to set it up that he would sing on stage with her that very big hit, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Have a look at this. So that looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, that looks good. And now Kylie and I have got our Logies outfits sorted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Matching. Finally, the Kardashians have had a very extravagant Easter, Pete. An excellent Easter. What have they done? Have they gone all out?
They sure have, as Chris always does. Kris Jenner shared with us on social media what she did. Now, did she really actually do this, or was it delivered? We see her there kind of involved, but, very over-the-top, extravagant stuff and lots of icing and decorating and all in theme. So like I say, it's lovely, it's great. Thank you for sharing, Chris, but how much of it did you really do?
Okay. And what do we think? Do we think that she was up all night baking or maybe delivered?
She is known to bake. She does love baking.
Right, with the 4 chefs she's got in her house. All right, good on you, Pete. Thank you, mate. We'll be back to you again soon.
Supervising.
Yeah.